What's up, people? Today, I'm going to take the Sherman S. I got a brand new controller. I'm going to try and take it apart and pop the controller in and see what we get. See if that gets rid of the noise that I was getting. They said it was the controller. Hoping this will fix that problem because I am anxious to get back out on this wheel. It was still working fine, but it was just making that loud noise. Excuse me. And if the controller's bad, I really didn't want to ride it if it really was going to go bad. I was afraid something would happen. But it was still running fine. I was still riding it. I rode it a little bit and, I probably could have kept riding it. But I kind of wanted to wait for the new controller. So let's check it out. Let's see how good I do in swapping this out on my own. I was going to go over to Jeremy's shop, but both him and I have been very busy. And I'm kind of tired of waiting, so I kind of want to get it done. So I'm going to be a little overzealous and try and do it on my own. I got a little bit of room here, so I figure I can go ahead and get it done. Let's try it. Let's see how it goes. Stay tuned. Let's go. All right, so I didn't put a mic on. I was going to put a mic on so you get really crispy audio, but I'm really just going to be taking this apart, so I figured I'll throw some music in the background, probably speed up some parts so you don't have to watch the whole thing. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So here we have the new controller that I was sent. Take a peek at that. There you go. Nice and crispy. I don't think the controller itself is going to be the hard part. I think it's going to be all of the wires around it. There was a lot of wiring around this board holding it or going across it and pulling it tight. So we'll see how it looks if I can pull it out like we did before. So let's go. Actually, I probably will bring you in over the top so you can see down into it as I do it. Probably would be a best option, right? Make some room here for all these screws. And here we go. The crazy part about this is I didn't even need to take these side battery screws off. I completely forgot from the last time that I did this that those screws don't need to come off in order to take the board out of the top. Oh well, we live and we definitely learn from our mistakes. Wasted time. There. And we did. I believe we took off the seat. Yeah. Which I'm worried about. I really don't want to strip the screws on this bad boy. You can see my improvised seat that I got here. I haven't even been able to take the improvised seat out for a good spin yet. So, it's another thing I want to do. I once again want to give a shout out to Ben and FreeMotion. I appreciate you guys for sending this wheel out, and I also appreciate you being so attentive when the board was messed up. He reached out to Leperkim and had them send one right away. I really appreciate the attention to detail and the support that they gave. Thanks to FreeMotion. Actually, now that I think about it, well, let's see how much. I may not have to take off. I'm thinking I may not have to take off all this. I have to take off the top, but I may not have to take off the sides and stuff. Now that I'm reliving my last escapade and taking this apart, I believe I might be able to just get to it from the top here, in which case this could be pretty quick. Let's see. I don't know. So All right, forget you're over there. I gotta speak a little bit louder. Let's see. Pop that down. We got one, two more. Okay. We're not gonna mess with that. Okay. All right, so I can see the board. Yeah, just looking at what I got here so that I can remember how this was exactly. And I could play that back, but I think I'm actually going to do like this here. Do a little bit of video. Okay, this is what it looks like now. You can see these. Trying to make sure I see exactly how things were. So I can put them back exactly as they were. All right, so let's see, we have. All right, so we got this goop here connecting this one. So I don't want to pull that off unless I have to, because I definitely don't have any more of this goop that they put on there. I just call it goop. Once I pull 1, 2, 3, 4, all the batteries, and then I have to discharge the capacitors. Okay. I gotta do that before I start pulling other shit apart. Alright. So we're gonna try and put you over here. See if that can allow you to stay. We gotta keep that connected. Yeah, because otherwise the button won't work and I wouldn't be able to discharge them. Alright, so we pull that one off. We pull that one off. The long ones out back, the ones that go to the front. Let me pull that one off. Come on. And pull that one off. All right. Now they are all off. And all right. All right, that was it. The capacitors are now discharged. There's no juice left in them. The wheel won't come back on. It's not saying anything. So now I need one up front. So I got the one plug up front, the two on the side, and the two or one long one, which is two separate pieces in the back. I have to pry all these connectors off and then put them on the new board. So let's see. All right, so disconnect this one. Then we got Gotta get some of this goop off. Okay. Get that one off. Man. I'm glad they put this shit on here. But then I hate trying to get it off. And I'm probably going to go back later and try and figure out what I can put in here in its place. Because obviously all of this is gone once I pull it out. Alright. Another one out. Okay, another one out. Okay. Then move that just enough to get this out. Now, of course, this top piece now is free, but I don't really want it to fall. I want to keep it in place. So it's very easy to put the other one back in when it's time. Yeah, see. Yeah, two-part component here. Man, talk about tight. All right. I was pulling the casing up with it. Did not want to come off. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1. So that should be it for those. Now I got to pull these cables off. 1, 2, 3. And that should be it. All right, let's see. This should do it. There we go. All right. Pop that out. Pop that out. Actually, I can leave that there. Just loosen them. It's really probably the best idea. And if I can wiggle them out, I can. All right, well, leave that one there. I need yellow up front. So we get yellow, blue, green. All right, yellow, blue, green. All right, I got this out. So I'm gonna take these out. Yellow, blue, green, yellow, blue, green. Yeah, there's a lot of play there. That's why it's the only one that kind of fits it though. More goop. Oh, that's my dog outside the door, but can't let her in because I'm sure she'll probably eat one of these screws. We can't have that. Oh, here we go again. It's stuck again, so I will put it back in. Wiggle it free. Finish taking it off. You notice anytime you lose a tool, that's the tool you need the next job that you do. So I found an Allen key that fits. Ooh, I can get it to turn now. Oh, I was in there tight, which is good. You want it in there tight to make sure it's not coming apart when you're riding and it's vibrating and all that. So all of this stuff that they have on here, I wish I had some silicone that I could put back on it. I don't, but I may end up having to open it back up to put some silicone in it later because I don't have it right now and I really want it on here. All right, so, oh man, they have, it's a good sleeve of this. It's like a wrap. All right, what else is holding it? The board should come right over the top. I did not see the prongs that are underneath. There's 3 sets of prongs that are in there. And those are probably the only thing holding this down. I felt it pop. There we go. All right. So now that's holding it there. All right. So we got the old control board out. Let's see if we can pop the new control board in. The hard part is going to be lining it up and popping those things in. All right, so remember, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3 is over here. So these all have to sit and situate perfectly. So we want to get this over there, this over that. Nah. That plastic boot that I was messing with and I messed up is now in the way. Let's try and sit this down. That little tiny lip. Come on. A little tiny lip of the plastic. There we go. It's like the lip of the plastic is mad at me for messing with it. And it's like, I'm not going through. Oh. right, there we go. That out the way, that out the way. Line them up. Seems like they're lined up. And then I want to go. Alright. Seems like that's right. Then we want to start reinserting these. Pop that in there. Bring this through here. Pop that in there. You know what? Let's do this first. Leave that there. This, you know, is gonna go into that one. This has to go into this one.
Sorry for all my mumbling. I just have to talk it through. That's just part of my process.
Into that one. All right. And then this one, a rounded edge is there. That goes there. Gotta connect these. Where's the plastic sleeve? All right, there we go. Now let's get this up further. These are also the ones that have to go on the edge. Okay. All right. Now we gotta do this one. Spin this around. So I think I can pull the sleeve up afterwards, I hope.
Now I realize this video is a lot longer than my normal videos and I would have sped it up. However, I figured if someone were trying to follow along, I guess I'll just leave it at the regular speed so you can see what was done. I hope it helps somebody at some point, somewhere.
There you go. So now I need to plug it all back up and see if it works. Oh wait, I got this one here. Forgot about this. Alright, so that's the main board. This is this, or the main cover. That's there, that's there. This goes to this, right? See, this is why I take pictures. Already I forgot exactly which one was where. Oh, it was under the other black one. Okay. Not that that matters much, but this is how this was. No. Gotta get a pop here somewhere. Let's see. Oof. See if we get the pop here. Not there. This black one. It was under this, I think. I don't want this to cause that. Cause a problem with that. There. And then this one here. This is the full circuit. All right. So I believe that's it. We got 1, 2, 3 here. We got this here, this here, this here, this here. All of these are in there tight. This is attached to that. All right, so, and it's balancing. All right, so it looks like we did it. Now I just gotta slide these wires down carefully. Give them a nice place to sit. And put the cover back on. And then we are Gucci. We will be all set. Let's see. This on top of there. We need this to sit down. These to sit down there. We don't want anything sticking up. Seems like they're a little higher, obviously, than they were, but that's because I pulled them to pull them all out. This seems like it might have been better underneath. Well, it's not now, so I'm going to compress it all. There we go. Look at it, see? That's where you have problems, because that wire is sticking out just enough. There we go. All right. Let's turn that down so I don't want to strip anything. Make it super weak so it doesn't go over torquing them and stripping them, because these are quite tiny.
I want to send a shout out to my fellow Amped Electric team member, well actually the godfather of Amped Electric Games, the one and only Seth Johnson, E-Ride Life, for facilitating all of this and making it all happen. Appreciate you, buddy. Shouts out.
Tight all the way around. No, I ain't doing that. No issues, it seems, right here. Tightening them down just a little, because with the drill I can't really tighten them down without stripping them. But with the screwdriver I can finalize them. Look at that. I had some more to go on this one. but I didn't want to get too ridiculous and strip it all up. So better safe than sorry. All right, she's back on now. Oh, I took these out and didn't need to. So I'll put those back in first. All right, those are all tight, nice and tight. I'm gonna try and reinstall this funky thing. This was very weird to reinstall last time. Sorry about that. The camera got overheated. So, yeah, and this took me a minute to get this figured out. Putting the little tiny pieces back together inside where here, let me give you another view. Inside where the handle connects to was a little painstaking, trying to get it to align perfectly and sit where it's supposed to sit. I got it, but it wasn't super easy. It took me a minute to try and get it. Go to the other side over here. And this is the last thing. It powered on before I put it all together, so now I just need to see that it balances well, stays together, and it's hopefully not making that sound. So I didn't check that yet because I didn't want to leave it on that long. So let's see here. All right. Right. Oh boy, that's not, the handle's not quite staying like it should. All right, now that was a pain in the ass. This little seat, just the seat. Now it's snug and it locks in place. If you happen to take your handle off, watch the orientation on those little tiny metal things that are in here. When you take them out, if you flip them, because I had them flipped the wrong way and on the wrong side, they look exactly the same. But if you put them in on the wrong side and backwards, either way or both, it's going to cause a problem when you're trying to lock it back in place. That's how you know you'll have it wrong, because it won't lock in place like it's supposed to. At any rate, all figured out, all done. Oh, I'm being called. Hang on. All right, where was I? Okay, right. So this is the moment of truth, right? Is it touching the ground? Well, I guess it's in the stand. I don't think it'll let the wheel move, so it should stand on its own. A lot more quiet than it was. Let's try completely taking it out of the stand. I want to make sure it's standing on its own when I get that noise. Let's see. All right, I hear it. I still hear a little, but not like I heard it before. Before it was very loud and obtrusive, I guess you could say. And now you can hear something, but nothing like it was. If you watch my previous video, you could hear it. So in this one, you can still hear a little bit, but it sounds more like motor noise and not so much like something's wrong. And that's how it sounded before. So that's it. That is the controller, or yes, the controller board, circuit board swap out on the Sherman S. I hope it helps you if you were trying to do one. I hope to get out on this thing in the next couple of days and check it out. So that's all I got for you today. It's your man ThaBlackCobra. Until next time, deuces.